Good morning, this is Joe. I'm getting ready to prepare a breakfast. I'm kind of hungry today. I said in the past I'm not much for breakfast, but if I do have breakfast, it's gotta be something I will enjoy, and nothing like eggplant for breakfast. So what you see me doing here is peeling my eggplant, which I have roasted in the oven just a while ago. So I believe I have all of my ingredients here. We are going to incorporate all of this once I introduce to you all the ingredients, okay? My freshly grated cheddar cheese. You could use whatever cheese you like, you know. This is what I have on hand. So cheddar cheese, eggs, and of course you can put as much eggs as you'd like. Two for me is sufficient in this case. And here are my two eggplants, which I roasted in the oven and peeled and flatten it up a little bit. And I have some chopped onion. I've got to have my aromatics even if it's for breakfast. Okay, and almost running out of my favorite spice. We'll have granulated garlic to season it as well. And I have my red oil. This oil is a mixture of olive oil, some aromatics like onion and garlic, and I kind of just warm it up together with annatto seeds. And you've seen me use that annatto seeds in a lot of my cooking before, and that's what I did. I had just infused the oil with aromatics and colored it with annatto seeds. But you don't have to have this, okay? You could just use butter if you'd like, or any kind of oil that you prefer to use. And this is also another option here. This is a sauce I make. I use this for a lot of things that I prefer for my husband's meal. This is a mixture of olive-based mayonnaise and fresh garlic and a little bit of ketchup for a little sweetness and color. Okay, this is optional. You don't have to have that, but I happen to have it, so I'm going to use it, and I'll show you how I do that. And over here I have cut the ends of this bread, and which I also hollowed out, because you could imagine all of the bread that was in there, and it'll make it such a big big piece of bread for today's recipe. So that is hollowed out, and those are the ingredients that we are going to use. Now what I'm going to do is slather some of this mixture here on our bread. Okay, we are going to close that, and I'll stick that in the oven to roast a little bit, and we'll get going with the rest of the procedure. Okay, let's put some of this oil here. My wok is kind of hot, so you could hear it sizzling. And we're going to saute the onion in it for a while. And as you can see, I had 2 eggs. You can add more if you'd like. I decided 2 would suffice in this recipe this morning, and kind of just put your eggplant in there, and let's go ahead and pour it. Let's lower the heat, give it a little time to simmer. And at this point, I'd like to just put a tiny sprinkle of that to give that garlicky aroma, which I love. Of course, if you're not a big fan of garlic, you could eliminate that. I mean, most cooking is done according to the taste of the cook. And as far as myself, I'm hopelessly addicted to garlic and onion. Okay? So, now we are going to fry our eggplant with the onion. And now is the time that I will season it a little bit, as you had not seen me put any salt in it, but we really need to season our food to bring up that great flavor. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not, when it comes to flipping food, I'm not the greatest, so I'll do it the easy way, okay? Pour it in this plate and flip it back in. And we'll have to kind of spread that back out. And it's not that hard. And now we are going to add the cheese, so that while it's cooking, the cheese will have a chance to melt as well. Okay. Yep, that's done. And here is our roasted bread, as you can see. Now let's turn off the stove. And okay, so after the eggplant and mixture is done, it comes out like an omelet. We put it right inside the toasted bread, okay? And we're just going to put that together. Here's our eggplant for breakfast. It'll go really good with a hot cup of coffee. I don't think my husband will be complaining for his breakfast this morning. And this will go well with your brunch